All right, all right. Welcome back to another episode. If you're new here, my name's Christian Clay. This is Miss Crystal. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. We're recording this on a Monday. They do not know that.
It's a
But we're
rainy
at
Monday.
it's a
A
very
very
rainy
rainy.
Monday. Are we in a tropical storm or a
We
hurricane right now?
are. It's actually a Category 1 hurricane now, but
Bringing
by
them the
this
value in a
video, this is
hurricane.
what's come. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so today we're at Reserve at Forest Lake by KB. What you all are going to be getting is a community drive, a home tour, a map tour. We're going to go over all of your fees and the amenities so you can decide on if this community is for you. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can I shout some stuff out before we get started?
Go for it.
Okay, HOA here is $100 a month. There is no CDD. There's a pool, cabana to come, a tot lot, and you can get into this community for about 245,000 all the way up to about 400,000.
That's right.
Take it away from here.
So you're going to see right here, we're going past some townhomes, and I'm going to have some videos and walking tours of those for you soon. That's what gets you in that 245,000 range there. The HOA on those is a little bit higher. It's
Okay.
$258 a month to be in the townhomes. Of course, there's exterior maintenance and things like that that's involved with owning a townhome versus a single family home. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's going to be a little higher for you. But as far as the single family homes go, you can get in as low as about 275,000 in this neighborhood, and that's going to be your base price. So
That's
the
huge.
thing that makes
275 for a single family. This may be one of the most affordable.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you've watched any of the videos, I'm on with Christian, you'll see we have a lot of communities that are spec homes, and you get what you get based on what the builder decides on that spec. The thing that makes this community unique is that you can do a to be built and they're still letting you go to the showroom and pick all your finishes. So that 275 is going to be your base
That's
price. So let's
yeah,
just be
yeah.
honest. You're going to
That's
have
still super affordable for what we consider to be a move up builder. Right now, you can select some finishes starting at
mhm.
275. I mean, obviously, like you said, we're going to be in the 300s probably if you start to get the cabinets that you want and stuff. So
Yeah, you'll probably have a lot premium and then you'll start picking out finishes. So I wouldn't plan on, if your max price is 275, you're probably going to go over that in this
yeah,
neighborhood for sure. But they are doing specs and to be builts. Like I said, you get to go to the showroom and pick out your finishes, which is very unique for this side of Polk County to have that. So,
100%.
yeah,
Can I show them where we're at?
yes.
Okay, here's Orlando. Here's Tampa. This is a good question for you, by the way. I'll ask you after I show them everything, okay? Here's Lakeland. A lot of people have been knowing about Lake Alfred. We have a lot of clients in Lake Alfred, a lot of clients in Davenport. Here's Haines City. If you keep working down 27, you got Lake Hamilton. Shout out to our Lake Hamilton family out there, families, which, it's kind of like an army out there now. And then you work your way down to Lake Wales. So you're not down in like the downtown Lake Wales section of it,
Mhm.
but this is where we're at. And you're about 40 minutes to Disney, 55 minutes to the Orlando International Airport, and an hour and 15, obviously depending on the time of day, to the Tampa International Airport. Question for you.
Mhm.
Is this an
Yes.
Orlando suburb or a Tampa suburb?
Mm, I would say either or because, if you get on 27 and you go into Orlando, you're probably a little closer to Orlando, but you can be to Tampa in about an hour and 20 minutes too. So not too
100%.
bad. So yeah, you're definitely closer to Orlando. I think closer to an hour
I would say
to
so.
get into Orlando from here. So
Okay, hold on. Before we hop into this home tour, which I told everybody what we're doing, just give them your insight on this community because let's be honest, we're surrounded by a lot of new development happening out here, a lot of the entry level development. Some people like it, some people don't like it. What's your thoughts on this community? Because you may be the very first person to show it on the internet.
yeah, it's a smaller community, so that could be a plus or minus depending on what your taste is and what you're looking for. But the exciting thing to me is to find a community that you can pick your finishes. And as I show you model homes, they have 4 model homes right now. There wasn't really any specs to film. They have 3 different townhome models that we'll be showing you over the next few weeks. And you're going to see the variety of styles and finishes that you can get with this builder. It's a wide range. And so that is exciting. And then to have the pool and walking trails and a little playground for the kids and not have a CDD
That's
is,
huge.
yeah, it's very
I need
unique.
the hand clap thing back because like this deserves the hand clap. Like I feel like we've been crushing it over the weeks, just showing these people these areas that are no CDD with amenities. It's like huge.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like for a little while that we weren't going to be able to find these communities anymore, but they're popping up. So
Okay,
that's good.
I know you have a lot more to talk about this community. Could we do it over the home tour so these people we don't lull them to sleep?
Yeah, let's go.
All
Let's
right.
look at this home. This is a gorgeous two-story home, and this is not the biggest floor plan that they have.
I
So,
first of all, one thing that I do like about KB, right? We're talking about this builder as a move up builder because you can select some finishes, but they're obviously in the price point of your entry level builders, but you can just tell like they take a little pride in the front of the home. Now, the colors may be a little mundane, but the stone exteriors, right? I really do like that. I like the
I
touch.
think it's very pretty. It's very classic. You have a little bit of a fake front porch look with those columns there.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
And this,
say, see, like, there's two ways you can take that. You can either say, dang, they really slacked on the front porch, or there wasn't a front porch there, but they still gave you a beautiful illusion. I think they kind of ticked up a little bit because most builders wouldn't
yeah,
even put that there.
no, it would just be the flat front.
Exactly.
So this home right here has four different elevations. And for those that don't know, the elevation is the style of the front of the home and the roof line, that sort of thing. So this is the H elevation that we saw today.
Okay.
And the base price for this model, now not this home with all the finishes, I don't have the price on that. They don't always give that out because that can change over time. But the base price of this home is $374,990.
What's the square footage and rooms of this place?
So this square footage is 2,566. All of their floor plans are named after the amount of square footage. So it's the 2566 model. And it has four bedrooms. You can turn the loft into a fourth bedroom. So I believe it's a three-bedroom, two-bathroom originally, but you can go all the way up to five bedrooms with a third bath, depending on how you configure. So
Hey,
you can see we have a bedroom downstairs right in the front and then a full bath right here.
which is needed. Most people want that with these two-story homes. But I'm sorry to
Mhm.
interrupt. Yeah, we were kind of explaining what that move up means, and that's exactly it, right? You can turn this into a 5 bedroom, but it could be a 3 bedroom if you want to. So now you're just like you're putting some touches on the home, right? And a little bit of these structural changes, which is pretty cool. At the price point, it's like pretty cool.
Yes.
Cool,
So,
cool,
these
cool.
decorative walls and things like that is not something that you're going to have in your spec home, but it's just giving you an idea of what you can do once you move in, things you can
Yeah.
do.
Now,
So,
are they currently throwing out any, and if you're a subscriber of the channel, you know, like what we consider to be incentives are kind of the base, right? And we like to see if we can do a little more for you guys. But are they throwing some sort of base incentive around right now?
yeah, the base is 6%
Okay,
of your sales price that they'll give you towards closing.
gotcha.
And they do have a buy down rate option that goes to
Okay,
4.875%. So it's pretty standard, for what we're seeing.
sure, sure. Yes,
Beautiful, large covered lanai out here.
a
Really
really large
large.
covered lanai for sure.
hmm There's
Um,
definitely some features I want to point out in the kitchen when we get
okay,
there, but they also have, if you are military, police, firefighter, or an educator, you get 1% off your base price. So kind of hometown heroes, they usually call
gotcha.
it.
Okay. I've been, and I know you're going to talk about this kitchen real quick. So before we get
Mhm.
there, all right. So let me just get my little just out the way. Every client that I've helped with KB, we've submitted offers for. Now, that's going to depend on supply and demand. I'm not saying, come on, let's submit something for under asking. I'm not saying that. But depending on the circumstances, right? Like, are we approaching the end of the fiscal year for this builder? These are things that we like to look into on our team to then submit some sort of offer for you to see if we can get you a little extra on top, right?
Yeah, I
But
think that can be a little harder to do in a brand new neighborhood.
mhm.
But as it starts to fill up, especially when you see lots sitting there empty, that sort of thing, you can do that. So look through these windows. I've noticed all the kitchens have these slider windows,
Mhm.
which is
I call
different.
that the
It's unique.
pie window. That's the window that
Yeah.
you sit the pie on, and I don't know what that's for. Is that to let the pie cool off or to let everybody smell it?
I guess if you extend your patio or you had a pool out there, you could open up the window. I mean,
No, the pie
sit there
thing
with
though.
your
The why
patio
in
hanging
all the
out.
books that we've read as kids, they always put the pie in that window.
Yeah, it's got to cool.
That's
It's
what
got
it
to
is. It's
cool
cooling.
before you eat it. It'll
Gotcha.
burn your mouth.
Yes, that's
So
cool.
this is, if you look at a lot of the homes that are in Polk County, a lot of times the kitchens kind of look the same. There's not a lot of character, but this does have that L-shaped countertop with the sink
Can I rate
against
this
the
real quick
wall and the
before
window.
we
Yeah,
move forward?
rewind it a little.
No, can I rate this pantry?
Rate the, yeah, go ahead.
2 stars.
Yeah.
Bigger than mine still.
It's not a huge pantry, but you do have more cabinets in this kitchen than because of the shape of the countertops in the room. You have more. So one thing you might see when I get spun around from the wall, you might have to go back. But the sink was not in the island, so you
Yeah.
have see how it's there. You have the full island area. It's different than what we've seen. Usually
It's
the
more of an
countertop
eating island.
ends
It's like
with
an
that
eating
back
cooking
wall.
island. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, usually the countertops end and they don't come around the side of the kitchen like that.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, right here.
so
Understood.
yeah,
And KB does these types of things. They will change things around and allow you to change things around, even to the point where you can loft your ceiling a little more if you really wanted to. You can add more cabinetry. I've seen a KB move in ready home with no island because whoever built it and decided to walk away from it before our clients picked it up didn't want to add an island in there, and so it didn't look great, but we got it for a good price.
you can
But
put an
yeah,
island in later.
you can put an island in later, a little roll-in island, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Good to know. I mean, I still think 6%, like they're doing their damn best to incentivize for people to come out there. So I would still assess, right? So if any of you reach out to us, by the way, team@morefla.com. If you look directly under Crystal, it's
Mhm.
flashing team@morefla.com. Send us an email. We can go out there, put the drone in the air, show you lots, because that's going to be another thing. So if you're somebody that wants to build, if you have the time to build, the patience to build, we then would want to find you a lot that's like a non-duplicatable lot, right? Like a corner lot or something that's on a pond, cul-de-sac, those types of things that are going to help your home really hold their value. But we can
Yeah,
do
you
that for you.
can you can get lots that overlook, the natural areas that they have in the communities now and not have a neighbor right behind you. Just got to get out there and see what everything looks like. I went out for a client the other day in another neighborhood and she had gotten a video we had gotten a video from the builder of the lot, but it didn't really show a lot. So we went out there and were able to get the perspective of what your view is, what's all
Mm-hmm.
around you.
Yeah.
We'll do video calls with you, whatever we need to do. So
Yes, yes. And I have to say, Miss Crystal is super awesome at taking care of our people. So, um, but yeah, look at what you're seeing right here. Tray ceilings, right? And
mhm.
it looks like they've wired speakers in here. Like options to do stuff like that is pretty cool. Won't come standard, but this is a nice looking room.
It's a very
It's
large
a big
master
room.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. And I'm assuming that first room that we walked into was that loft option that you can change into the
Mhm.
bedroom, which
Yeah, they
how they
have it set up
configured
as a
it.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it set up as a fourth bedroom. So I guess this one does have all five bedrooms, three baths, because you got the downstairs with a full bath. Upstairs, you're going to have four with
I
the two
have to
full
say a
bedrooms.
lot of people are going to like this for the price point. So
Mhm.
we do get a lot of people obviously that want 2-story homes. I feel like a lot of you coming from like New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania. Like we're getting a lot. I'm understanding who you are now, right? You all love these 2-story homes, but another thing that I've been noticing is people want the closet to be outside of the bathroom, right? So you get this little hallway here, and so your primary closet, this big closet right here that my wife would fill up with a bunch of shoes and bags and stuff, is not inside of the bathroom. And
Right.
I never really put that into perspective until it was like a few years ago where people were just like, you guys are putting your closet inside of your bathrooms.
Yeah. This room really feels like a suite. It really feels like a primary suite with that
Mm-hmm.
hallway.
Yeah.
And if you notice the tub, that's not something we're seeing in primary bathrooms a lot.
No.
Usually it's a fancy shower, so you have that tub option.
Great
with the
job.
shower, upgrade on the tile there.
I like that because it saves room. That's why you're feeling the space that you're feeling in here. And it saves
Mhm.
money, like you said, right? You don't have to tile a shower in. I like it, me personally.
And you do get to choose the tile. You get to choose colors. You get to choose your counters and your cabinets and your hardware. That's exciting. Your flooring. So
Very
you don't just have
exciting.
to say, well, I really love this floor plan. I really love these colors, but there's this one thing that sometimes our people, they really want to change that one thing, and the builder's not going to change it on the spec homes. You have to buy it and change it later. So
Hmm.
this is a great opportunity for someone who's really picky. I can totally relate to that. And you want, if you're going to spend your money, you want to get what you want. So,
Sure. Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely merging the two, right? Like wanting and, not having to spend a whole lot, which is perfect and right up people's alley. Who do you think Lake Wales is floor? Who do you think Lake Wales is floor? Goodness gracious, my tongue needs to wake up. Who do you think Lake Wales is for those out there that are looking at these Lake Hamiltons and Lake Alfreds and Winter Havens?
Well, I think this is a great community for somebody, like I said, that wants to be able to choose their finishings and they don't mind coming a little bit further south.
Yeah.
Um, so if you really wanted to be right on I-4, you're probably not going to want to be here because it's going to be a little bit of a drive. But if you want a smaller town, you want some good schools for your kids, the charter schools in Lake Wales have an excellent reputation.
Hmm.
And a few of these homes, when I walked through, the impression I got was like, this would be great for a retired couple. They just kind of had that feel of
Yeah.
where you would want to retire. So I think it has elements, that are great for both. And if you are a first time home buyer, maybe you're a single person that you're like, man, I don't want to be in an apartment anymore, but I don't know that I can do the upkeep of a home and a yard and everything right now. The townhomes are a great option for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
So,
once again, like I think townhomes are a great portfolio starter for people because let's just say you want to move up. You don't have to sell the townhome. You got all of that exterior maintenance, right? Like the lawn, the paint, the roof built
roof, yeah.
into your HOA. And it's like stick somebody in there and then go get your next home. So I think
Yeah.
those townhomes are like under freaking rated, honestly. I really do.
Yeah, we'll be showing you those. I have to go back and finish filming those. I got one of them done, so maybe we can do that one next week and kind of
Yeah.
switch it up between the single family homes and the townhomes.
Talk about the amenity center real quick because it's not there yet, right?
It's not there yet. It's a large pool. It's a very, kind of had two sections to it. There was
Hmm.
a artist rendering of it on a sign there. So yeah, a pool with a cabana that you can have a shaded area, and then they're calling it a tot lot, so a small playground
Sure.
will be
Sure.
nearby too. And there's a pond behind there. There's natural views from there. You're not looking at the back of houses like you do in some places. So
I would
it's good.
say Lake Wales is definitely for people that are considering either moving up from South Florida or coming from up north down here. Obviously, it's just what it is, what we're seeing right now. That, like Crystal said, you don't care about really being in Orlando or Tampa every single day. You just want to maybe live near some family members that are living in those areas. You want to check the box of being in Florida, get something affordable. Lake Wales is for you. It's not too far out where you're in the boonies. Like you got
Right.
Publix. You could check this out. You could probably walk to Publix from here, from the
Yes.
entry. Yeah, I mean it's so close, right? So, plus all of your big box retail, right? Like your Lowe's, your Home Depot, all of that stuff is around. And there's a mall right outside of this community, pretty much, right? So there's things to do around here.
Yeah, and you
But
can get down to Posner Park that has, more shopping and, really nice theater and everything. Like you can do a date night in Orlando
I
or
thought we were
Tampa.
talking about somebody single.
Or yeah,
I'm
well,
joking. I'm joking.
yeah, hopefully you get some date nights every now and then.
We're rooting for you, whoever you are. We'll be
Yeah.
talking to you very soon.
But yeah, you can go a day trip to the beach still from
Yeah.
Polk County. It's
You want
it's
you
not.
hold on. Can I show something real quick? You want to know what's so good about living in Lake Wales and going to the beach? Is you're not fighting I-4. Try going to the beach on I-4. No bueno, right? You just take Highway 60, no freaking traffic. Even better if you go this way over to Vero. I know it seems like a long ways away, but you have like
It's
this
really not.
no, it's like an hour maybe, right? Like it's no
Yeah,
traffic at all. It's going to be an hour
it's
and
a really
15 from
easy
here.
drive.
Well, it's going to be way more than an hour and 15, right? I showed you the airport. Look at that. Hour and 15 to the airport. You still have to get over the bridge and go to Clearwater. So, um, yeah, I would say that very, very underrated as a location for sure. I think Highway 60 is next up. I really think so.
Mhm.
Sorry. When
Yeah.
I get
Have you
passionate, I
ever been
start
out
pointing
to
at
River
you and I'm just
Ranch?
like,
Have you ever been out to River Ranch? A lot of Lake Wales, Winter Haven people, that is a kind of a vacation hangout spot
I've
for. I've
drove
not been
through
out
River
there
Ranch.
yet.
I've never stopped at River Ranch at all. I've been to Bach Tower. Bach Tower is freaking amazing. That's like, it's like an art piece that's so high in the air with these bells that are ringing and koi fish at the bottom. It's incredible. Bach
Well,
Tower
you
is
can
incredible.
do annual memberships, and they have a really cool. We should get some video of the playground for the kids there. It is
Very nice
really
playground.
cool. It looks like they're climbing through rocky canyons and that sort of thing. It looks like you're out in nature, but it's a playground and surrounded by beautiful gardens. There's walking trails. They do concerts, and they used to do a symphony under the stars, so we would
Yeah.
go to all the time. I think they still do that. We haven't been in a while, and everyone takes their picnic blankets and their wine and their charcuterie, and they even have like table competitions where people decorate tables and they get dressed up. And
I would say
we've
Lake
done Halloween
Wales.
movies outside there. It's
they
yeah.
that's all at Bach Tower, and you're
Hmm.
downtown's even closer to you. And I would say downtown Lake Wales, just in general, like it's a very tight knit community. They're always doing something, right? They're always doing food trucks. They're always doing
Yeah.
concerts. They're always doing fireworks. And so I think that I don't know, like out of all of the cities in Polk County, like it's hard to beat Lakeland. Like they are just like the mixture of everything. Like they have it there plus the community. Lake Wales like a lot smaller, but they have the community aspect of it. So much potential in Lake Wales, in my
Oh,
opinion.
for sure.
And then
Their
And
downtown's
then
growing too.
it's growing really fast. There's a lot of money going into downtown, and I think Winter Haven, where it all fits in. Winter Haven has it. I think Winter Haven has really cool things. I think that they have bits and pieces of a community aspect of it, but I don't think it's as tight knit as Lake Wales. I feel like you go
No, I
down there,
agree.
it's like
I've
they are
heard
like family.
you kind of have people that are always downtown in Winter Haven, and you kind of see the same people. And then there's people who never go to downtown,
Right.
like they haven't discovered it yet. So Lake Wales is definitely the whole community's involved in what's going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this one up. Here's my suggestion to anybody: if you are considering buying some new construct, if you're considering selling, if you're considering buying resale, it doesn't matter. Reach
Hmm.
out to us, team at morefla.com. Hop on a call. We'll explore the area for you. We'll be the people that are here, like Crystal was helping somebody the other day go under contract with an awesome builder, putting the drone in the air for you, showing you the lot, like being the boots on the ground for you. And really honestly, it's you just have to reach out to us. I promise you. Team at morefla.com. Do you have anything else for them?
Yeah, not right now, but tune in next week and we'll have some more.
Townhomes and single fams next week. Okay, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.